Welcome. Today we're going to review the use of the Atlona Omni 521 profile. To start off, what you're going to need to do is import any profiles that you downloaded off the website into your Savant profile database. To do this, go into your RacePoint Blueprint software, click on the RacePoint Blueprint menu, go ahead and click on Preferences. Select a folder to import your new profiles into. Click Import. Navigate to the folder that you've downloaded and select the profiles that you wish to import. And go ahead and click Import. Repeat this step for any other profiles that you want to import. Once you're done, go ahead and close this window and you can start utilizing the profiles you've imported. Okay, let's go ahead and use the Opus profile here. So we're going to grab that from the library by searching Opus and grab the appropriate unit that we're looking for. I happen to have the 810. Give that a name. All right, and I'm placing that right between my sources and my TVs. So let's go ahead and make the connections on the input side. So I'm going to take my cable TV, make my HDMI connection, my Apple TV, and make my Apple TV HDMI connection. Let's also go ahead and make our network connection. And oops, I don't have any available network ports. Let's just add a few more network ports here so that I can add it. There we go. And then I'm prompted for an IP address. So I'm going to go ahead and put the IP address of the Opus switch. That needs to be either statically reserved in your DHCP server or statically set in the Opus switch. That can't move around, so please make sure to make that setting. All right, so now we need to make our output connections to our displays. So we have a couple ways to do that. One is we can take our HD-base-T output and we can still draw that right to, I don't have my TV open here. We can draw that right to an HDMI input. And it's highlighted in yellow because it's a different connector, but it knows it's a video signal, so it's okay. So that's one method. The other method you could do, let me just move these over here, is we add an Opus RX unit, which is just a media converter. We can place that right in the room here. Oops. Fix the name of that. And with that, we can go ahead and connect that to the master bedroom TV. And then we can take our HD-base-T output and go right to the HD-base-T input. So both of these methods are acceptable. They both will work. Choose what method you want to utilize for that. I'm just going to make the connection to the last TV. All right, so we've got all our video connections made, and we now can make our speaker connections So I placed some amplified speakers on here so I didn't have to draw an amplifier in between, but we can take audio out 1, go to my first speaker, audio out 2, audio out 3. Now, these don't necessarily have to be tied to the same zone as the video. They are switched separately. The audio and video are switched separately. Savant will make the intelligent decision knowing these are in the same room, and we'll switch them together. But if they happen to be in different rooms, they will be switched separately. So the last thing to show you is the use of ARC. Now, you'll notice that on our Opus RX, even though there's physically a Toslink connection on that as an input, that input actually goes all the way back to the switch, and we can't draw that on this and have it be seen at the switch, so we just place it right on the switch. So you'll see right here, HD base T out 1 ARC, and it's actually a digital optical input. So any connection that you would make here is actually going to come all the way back to here. And that's whether you're using the HDMI as your ARC or the Toslink optical in as your audio return back to the switch. So I'm going to show you the example where we're using the family room TV and we're using the media player built in. Now, even though you're using the ARC on the HDMI, you need to kind of make that fake connection for Savant to realize that connection. So what I'm going to do is take this optical out of the TV and go back into the respective input. So HD base T out 1 ARC. So that basically is taking the audio return channel and feeding that back into the switch so it knows it can grab that as audio. And what that's going to allow us to do is now our media server, Netflix, YouTube, anything like that, can be accessed via the speakers through the audio switch in our Opus switch. So I'm going to go ahead and generate services. And we'll see here in our family room, we have an Apple TV service. We have our cable TV service, and we can see the path that the audio is going and the path that the video is going. And then we have our media player service. And here we go, we're coming out of our family room TV, going into the Opus switch through the ARC input. See right here, HD base T 1 ARC, and then out through the speakers. And then all our volume control is happening at the Opus switch through the audio output. And then our other rooms have our Apple TV and cable TV services. So everything generated properly, and we're good to go. I hope that was helpful. Please reach out to support if you have any questions on the use of the Opus switch within Savant. Thank you.